We all know that yesterday night, Arsenal went ahead to submit a bid of 70 million euros plus 20 to 25 million euros of add-ons to Shakhtar Donetsk in the pursuit of Mudryk. And obviously, Mikel Arteta today, as he was into the pre-match press conference ahead of that London derby, or North London derby that's going to happen on Sunday, he was asked about Mudryk, and he had lots of things to go ahead and really talk about. I was going to go ahead and confirm us that Arsenal is determined to go ahead and be signed Mudryk in the next coming week. So welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? As Mikel Arteta was addressing that, he had just won the Premier League award, the Premier League Manager of the Month award for November/December, and obviously he did it very, very well. And guys, congratulations to everyone that watches Rokani Media Football, from the first subscriber to the 10,000th subscriber. Guys, thank you. Today we've hit 10,000 subscribers, and down in history it will be remembered that on the 13th of January 2023 Rokani Media Football hit 10,000 subscribers. Not so, and it's happening because of you guys, not because of me, because of you guys that have gone ahead to subscribe to this channel endlessly. And don't forget, if at all you're watching us for the very first time, or you've been always watching us on a daily and you've not yet subscribed, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, we're also going to talk about Arsenal has been fined, guys. Arsenal has been fined £40,000, and who has fined them and why have they been fined? You are going to get to know all of this in this story. I was trying to add a little bit of truth and said, should I? Is it necessary? I saw it as unnecessary. And lastly, Mikel Arteta has gone ahead and really talked about Arsenal's title hopes, or hopes of winning the title of the Premier League, and what it means to the club of Arsenal. So let's get into this. Rokan David is my name, and let's set the ball rolling to see to it that we get this done and dusted, because lots of stories are really coming in through fast and thick. Mikel Arteta, asked on the rumors linking Arsenal with Mudryk, he said, "We cannot talk about any other players. There is some interest in things we would like to do to improve the team because we are a bit short in certain areas with injuries we've picked." Now, talking of injuries they've picked an injury that has really beat Arsenal bad, or has hammer-blown Arsenal in the center forward role, that is Gabriel Jesus. Now, Gabriel Jesus got an injury while Brazil was playing with Cameroon in the World Cup, came back, underwent a surgery, and it's now 5 weeks of recovery, and obviously he's really progressing on well. But Arsenal are really trying to go ahead and really sign in more players, because they are really down with some players and they need to reinforce their squad, because they found themselves in a situation that maybe they never thought they would be in at the beginning of the season, that they're going to go ahead and really compete for the league. So that's why Mikel has told you that there is some interest in things we would like to improve the team. So talking of the interest of Arsenal to like to improve the team, this is where Mudryk comes in through to see to it that he comes in and really provides solution to the center forwards of Arsenal. Why? Where Mudryk plays is where Martinelli plays. And remember, before Martinelli was played as a wide forward at Arsenal, he was playing as a center forward. You know that very well. So Mikel Arteta has always hinted on Martinelli to be turned into a striker, and then another player like Emily Smith-Rowe plays wide. But when you bring in Mudryk, that means you are going to play him in the center half area, then Mudryk to play as a left attacking forward, to see to it that he caters up for that position until a player called Gabriel Jesus recovers and retains his starting position at Arsenal. So by him talking about injuries, of which the injury that's hit them bad is that of Gabriel Jesus, because for Reece Nelson, he was not pivotal in this season. And if at all any Arsenal player comes out and says, an Arsenal fan comes out and really brings an argument about Reece Nelson, I will tell him that that is null and void, because he was not part of the plan. Let me tell you this, he was not part of the plan, because the manager believes that it's Emily Smith-Rowe and Martinelli was supposed to be playing as a left attacking midfielders. So that means Emily Smith-Rowe, Martinelli, part of the plan. Reece Nelson wasn't part of the plan, and I believe he was going to be loaned by the time the season was going to come to, the transfer was going to come to an end, but because he really sustained an injury, that's why he was kept at Arsenal. But this last bit is the one that has really caught me all up and said, all right, Arsenal fans should jubilate about this, because if a manager comes out and really tells you on that Mudryk question that we are trying as a club, we are determined to try to improve the team in every window, and that's what we are trying to do. Now, first and foremost, one thing that you never really saw that you cannot come out and type here is that when they asked him about Mudryk to Arsenal, do you know what he did? He first smiled. I wish I could find that photo. But Arteta first smiled, like, you know, a smile of acceptancy. But you can't really go out and really do a vocal acceptancy from your lips. That's what he really went ahead to do. That is Mikel Arteta. Because he was asked about Mudryk, he smiled, and then he said, we are trying as a club, we are determined to try to improve the team in every window, and that's what we are trying to do. Now, when you hear a manager replying like that, obviously, you know what has happened. It's something simple. That it's like accepting in a very logical way that we are determined to sign Mudryk and improve the team in every window, because there is no way you are not determined to sign a player unless you put in a bid that is really ridiculous, according to many of us. Arsenal have made a bid of 70 million euros plus 25 million euros. Arteta is ready to make Mudryk the most expensive ever signing of Arsenal in their entire career. You know that Pepe was the most expensive signing that Arsenal have ever made. But guess what has happened? It's now going to be Mudryk, because a bid has been submitted, and I think anytime from now we're going to hear news coming in from Shakhtar that they've gone ahead to accept that bid and look for a replacement maybe of Mudryk. Because if they don't get in a replacement early enough before they let Mudryk go, it's going to be expensive for them to get that player. If they let Mudryk go and then look for a replacement, they are going to face a problem from other teams, because other teams are really going to go ahead and really put a hefty price onto the player known as on the replacement of Mudryk at Shakhtar. So Arsenal is really pushing in to sign Mudryk, and obviously Mikel Arteta has confirmed to us that they are determined to try to improve the team. And how do you improve your team? Making a bid of getting in one of the best talents in the world known as Mudryk, playing for Shakhtar Donetsk right now in Ukraine. That is Mikel Arteta for you. And then later, he was asked about the postings that really link him to Arsenal, that is Mudryk, and he replied as follows: that Mark Gonella, that is the communications director of the Arsenal team, will tell you how good I am with the phone. So meaning that he's not good with the phone, and I think that's the best way to reply this, to it that people don't go ahead and really ask you a lot, because Mudryk has on several occasions gone ahead to really like posts linking him to Arsenal, liking posts that ridicule Chelsea as a team he does not want to play for, and obviously confirming that he wants to play for only one team known as known as Arsenal. So Mikel Arteta has really gone ahead this time around to say to it that he couldn't hide his desire and his determination to sign a player called Mudryk. And as things stand, everything is going on as planned by Arsenal. They might get in this player as early as next week as they prepare for the Manchester game at Emirates. So let's wait and see what's going to happen from Mikel Arteta and his team, because they are determined to go all out and really do the needful to win the game of football and really win the rest of Mudryk. Now, today, I brought you a story, I think yesterday, that Odegaard was named the Premier League player for the month of November/December. And guess what? It's official. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has been named the Premier League Manager of the Month for November-December 2022. His second time winning the award this season. It shows you how good he has gone ahead to transform his side of Arsenal. And no doubt he deserves it, because when you look at November, 2 games we have played, were they 2-1? In November, Arsenal went ahead to play Chelsea and they beat Chelsea by 1-0. They beat Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-0. They came in December, they beat West Ham by 3-1, and they summed up the year of 2022 by trouncing Brighton 4-2. Who else of the managers went ahead to have a good run more than that of Mikel Arteta? I believe no manager really had a good run like that of Mikel Arteta, because Erik ten Hag, who is really close to him, I think he won against West Ham 2-1. He won against Nottingham 3-0. Won against Bournemouth 3-0. But I believe at the start of November, did he get a slip up? Yeah, I think he got a slip up, because Aston Villa beat United by 3-1, and then they won the last 3 games. So I believe Mikel Arteta deserves it, and is going ahead to win the likes of Pep Guardiola and Edu Howe. That is it. So it shows you how good Mikel Arteta has expressed himself, and obviously winning the manager for the month of November/December is really a very good addition to him. For the second time this season, he has gone ahead to win it, and I believe he's going to go ahead and really win it more and more and more and more, because he is working tirelessly for this club of Arsenal, and no one can stop him from really doing the needful for the club, because the way he has transformed Arsenal into a team that was really finishing 8th twice in the season of 2018-2019, 2019-2020, that was really ridiculous for Arsenal. But right now, Mikel Arteta has really taken them to the next level, and he has really gone ahead to really make them be on the Premier League table for the very first time since 2007, as per Christmas is concerned. And when you look at the stats and what they are saying, they indicate that each and every team that really reaches Christmas or raises 43 points in the first 17 or 16 games goes ahead to win the league. That is Arsenal for you, and Mikel Arteta doing wonders at the club of Arsenal. Now, let's go ahead and really talk about what Mikel Arteta talked about, the title. That is the title race in the Premier League. As asked today, Arteta told us that in this league, every week is so challenging. It's so difficult, and you see it every week. You don't expect certain results that actually happen, so looking too far in the calendar or making some games more difficult than others really doesn't work in the EPL. So he knows it very well, because he has been here for very many years. He signed for Everton in like 2006, I think, between 2006 and 2007. That's when he signed for Everton. He played them for 7 years, was their captain, I think. Then in 2011-2012, he left for Arsenal. He played for Arsenal until Pep Guardiola came in and became the manager of Man City, and he told him, please come and be my assistant manager, because Mikel Arteta had already pursued his he has already pursued his documents in coaching, and obviously he wanted to go ahead and really continue to do and work with the best, that is Pep Guardiola. And Pep Guardiola wanted Mikel Arteta, because Mikel Arteta had been in the Premier League for so long, so that really tells him the truth about what the Premier League is all like and what it means to go out to certain grounds, and how things are really achieved in the Premier League. And obviously Mikel Arteta did a very wonderful job for him, because they were so much triumphant together, and he later let him go and join a team called Arsenal. So that is it coming in from Mikel Arteta as far as the title winning is concerned, that things are really challenging in this league, and they keep changing season in, season out. Now, lastly, as we call this a video, all sum it up, there is a story that has been reported to us about the Arsenal team. The FA has come out and said, for all regulation and disciplinary update, Arsenal FC has been fined £40,000 for breaching FA rule E20 Section 1 during its Premier League fixture against Newcastle on Tuesday, 3rd January 2023. Arsenal FC admitted that it failed to ensure its players conducted themselves in an orderly fashion during the 95th minute. An independent regulatory commission imposed the club sanction during a subsequent hearing, meaning that Arsenal conceded defeat and they've gone ahead to be penalized, and £40,000 have to cross from their account to the account of the FA, and next time they need to go out, they need to see to it that they really regulate their players from really conducting badly. But these scenarios always happen a lot. When you look at the scenarios that are really talked about by FA, they happen in every match. They happen in every match. So, let's reflect to the game that was played yesterday, Fulham versus Fulham. I think when Fulham was denied a penalty in the 10-15 minute, its players sorry about that. Its players went ahead to storm what we call the referee, the same way Arsenal players stormed the referee who was really officiating their game at Newcastle, but nothing happened. So I believe they are kind of picky and they are not consistent. And I believe if I told you to go out and really give punishments, they should be consistent, and that's how they can go ahead and really be meaningful to the people that are really receiving them from you. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through your reactions to Arteta. Arteta confirming to us that Arsenal is determined to sign Mudryk. I welcome in the comment section below. What do you think about Mikel Arteta's reaction onto the title race and the verdict has gone ahead to give us as far as is concerned? Lastly, what do you think about Arsenal being penalized by FA for not controlling its players in the game against Newcastle? Then also don't forget to congratulate Mikel Arteta for being the Premier League manager for the month of November/December. And to make it great for Arsenal, even the player that won the award for November and December comes in from Arsenal. He's the Arsenal skipper known as Martin Odegaard. Smash the like button, comment and share, continue to subscribe. I go out, or I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May him look after you and protect you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Good night to those that are really going to bed, and those that are still awake, please, we are returning with more juicy stories. I'm out.